Always watch my channel, Moze Entertainment. I welcome you back again. I'm here to tell you some steps that you can undertake and you speak English fluently. In case if you are a beginner and you want to learn English, you can use these steps. If you have a challenge in English speaking, first of all, before you continue, I recommend everyone who is going to view my live, make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and you share to your colleagues, because these steps are very important in our daily life. Because English now has been confirmed as the first language officially. Because if you see the whole Africa, even to the rest of the world, most of the people, they use English. And English can help you maybe in job opportunities, in solving challenges like a language barrier. Maybe if you are a newcomer in the country that usually use English as their language, so there you can succeed. So the first step that you can use so that you can speak English, first of all, you have to learn how to introduce yourself. When I say how to introduce yourself, that is introduction. Introduction in English, you have to clarify. So your names, your origin, occupation, your career, again, also a family. When I say family, you have to identify the family that you are living with. Because, sometimes you may find that you are a single, or maybe you have like your sisters, your brothers, maybe they are occupation, they are violinists, guitarists. So you have to use that one. And they have to introduce yourself. You first, as I said, you first use your names, your origin, where you come from, your occupation, your career. When I say career, I mean if you are employed or if you are employee or employer. The second step is you can learn how to greet. When I say greet, I mean greetings. Greetings, you have to learn greetings, how to greet maybe in the morning, afternoon, when it is evening, maybe when it is the night. You have to know some words that you can use when greeting. Those steps are for the beginners, English beginners. If you are English beginners, when you use the first step that I've told you, use the second step. It is very easy to speak English, but not well as the proficiency. The next step is in greetings. When it is morning, you can say maybe there are some greetings that are used in maybe the street greetings. Street greetings we have hey, hi, but officially, if it is morning, you have to use good morning. When it is the afternoon, you have to use good afternoon. Evening, good evening. So also, after learning how to greet, you have to learn also the responses, because you cannot learn how to greet without knowing the responses, because you may find a person is the one who first greeted you, so you have to know the response that you have to reply to him. So make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment. Then the third step is to learn how to speak English grammatically. You can use some grammar words, grammar. If you want to use a grammar, you have to go maybe in the market. We have some books, we have some other packages that can be sold in the market. We have some, you can buy also a dictionary. A dictionary is the main source of grammar words. Make sure you subscribe, please. You like, you comment, because now I'm here to help you how to speak, if you are a beginner, to speak English until to advanced. And you speak your English as your mother tongue. When it comes to proficiency, that's when you speak English as your mother tongue. As I say, dictionary is the main source of grammatical words. The first step is you have to learn how to differentiate present tenses and present tense and past tense and present perfect participle. When I say present tense is a now tense, it is a today tense, and a now tense is a present continuous tense. What does it mean, present continuous tense? Which means maybe your action is present continuous tense, is you are still continuing, meaning that the action is still in process. What you are doing, you are still doing it. That is present continuous tense. So if you use present continuous tense, for example, present continuous tense, for example, if I'm eating now, which means if I'm eating, which means it is a present continuous tense, because I cannot say that I ate. No. When I say I ate, it means that I have already eaten, or maybe I have already, but not now. Then past tense, it is a yesterday tense. When I say yesterday tense, that's when you are trying to subscribe what you have done yesterday, last week. That's it. That is past tense. Make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment if you liked my program of today. The next step is, without going, let me go to also a future tense. Future tense is a tense that describes the things that are not yet to happen but will happen after, which means future tense is a tomorrow tense. And in tomorrow tense, we have some auxiliary helping verbs that you can use. Auxiliary helping verbs, we have will, shall, that's it, will. That is, those helping verbs will help you to speak English when you are talking about tomorrow tense. Please, I have said, make sure when you view my program, make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment. Then you have also past participle, which means the action has already done for a long time. When I say a long time, maybe it has been like 2 months ago, maybe 1 year, 2 years, maybe in 19th century. Then the next step is you learn how to connect some words with helping verbs. Maybe if you are talking about maybe when I say helping verbs, we have are, we have is goes with the singular subject. We have are goes with the plural. Then when it comes to the past, also they changed. Are becomes was if they are in plural, which means it will be were. Also is will be was. Then the next step is you have to know how to report indirect speech and direct speech. There is a direct speech. Direct speech is when, for example, if you are coming to tell me about something or about your story, when the action, when it is still in process, that is direct speech. The speech that we are having is directly. But when it comes to indirect speech, is when you are reporting to me the things that maybe someone has told you, but he has told you already. But the action, which means has already done. So, if you know how to report indirect speech and direct speech, for sure you will know how to speak English very well. Then again, the next step is you have to know some words. You have to go and check in the dictionary. You check some words that we speak the same pronunciation but different meaning. The same reading but different meaning. For example, like sleep. For example, like the word sleep. In sleep, there is the word that means to sleep, to rest, which means to rest. Yeah, to rest. Then there is another one that is sleep, which is, it is a document. It's like a paper. It is a document. When I say those documents, for example of sleeps, which are documents, we have also past sleeps. When it comes to those who completed the primary age, those who did the KCP, but in Uganda, those who did PLE, primary living education. The next step is you have to learn homophones. When I say homophones, are the words of different reading but having the same meaning. For example, if I am going to use the word lying, let's say I'm telling you that you are lying. So lying, it is a simple word, but if I want to use a homophone, I can use maybe when it comes to the level of those from the campus or maybe those from the universities, I can say you are beating around the bush, which means you are lying. Also, when I say that maybe I want to say that my brain is not functioning well. Also, I can say that maybe you are running out of ideas. Sorry, I'm very sorry. I can say running out of ideas or say running berserk. Those words, they have the same meaning but different reading. We have another word like when you are going to appreciate, like the word appreciate, there is a appreciate. When you appreciate, it means that you are thanking. Like for example, another word like sorry. When I say sorry, also that one can mean apology. They have the same meaning but different reading. Then there is another step that you can use so that you speak English as your mother tongue. And that step is very important, very, very important. For example, if you have like your phone, like a smartphone, you can go to the Google, you download like an audio that is in English language. Then you listen to it. You listen to the conversation. So if you continue to practice by listening audios, automatically you'll have to know there are something. Then there is another step. Another step is you have to learn some words that you can use when you are replying. Words of manner. For example, if there is someone who is requesting you something, you cannot reply him in a rude way. You can reply him in a polite way. Another step is try to learn how to read magazines. Magazines. When you say magazines, you have Daily Monitor. You read newspapers. Also, those ones will help you how to speak English fluently. Another step is you have to learn how to connect, how to link some words with some sentences that you are talking, some sentences that you are talking about. You look some linking words that you can connect. And when you reach at the extent of connecting using linked words, it means that you have reached at the extent of the next level. If you are a beginner, you have to go to advanced. So I know most of the people, they don't understand English, but try Make sure when you view my video, make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment. So that's it. Thank you very much. I love you so much. And I love you, those who love Mose Entertainment. Thank you so much.